Hello and welcome to a video about a new space station I recently made. Right now I'm getting into this so I can show you that its fighter bay capacity, which is 2. First off, there it is. And, God, what is this? Okay. So, there's one fighter bay on this side and one on the other side. Each of them can fit a ship of about this size. Pretty well, as you can tell. And this is the first. These doors can be locked and closed and whatnot. Right now I'm just gonna open it. And now there's this main corridor. That way is the main control part. Life support is this way, and this way is just another boring old hangar bay, as you can see. So we're going to go this way first, which has all the resources, and more importantly it has a Stargate in it. The Stargate is obviously used to gate to other planets and whatnot. Right now it's kind of hard to use since I don't have very much energy. But anyway, more importantly, okay, so we have hydrogen, and you'll notice these chips all along the ground. That's so I can control them remotely from the control thing over there, which I'll show you shortly. So you have energy. We have hydrogen fuel cell. Well, that's to make water with the hydrogen and the oxygen. This is an oxygen compressor, and there's oxygen storage over here. The reason why we need water is because there's a fusion generator, which provides most of the power for the station. And they also have some steam turbines and steam tanks, so I can get a little bit of extra energy out of it. There's a big water tank over here, and there's chips everywhere. And that's the majority of what's in here. We'll be coming back here a little bit later to show you how everything works, but the best part is this way. So you'll notice there are a crapload of doors. Not all of them are necessary, but most of them look pretty cool, so that's nice. Also, all the doors have chips next to them as well. So this is the control room. Over here it shows us some stats about the space station. We have 83,000 energy, shields are at 100%. We have some 139,611.15625 hull strength, and we have 0 oxygen, which is bad. These indicators show which of these doors have been remotely opened. Even though all the doors are open, they do not show as open because they have not been remotely opened, which is what this thing is for. These and this one, these all control everything in the ship. I can turn on the shields, turn on the weapons, have them. I can turn on any of those life support things, close any doors, lock doors, unlock doors. So just to show you, I'm going to lock a door, and this side shows which commands are currently being used. So over here there are numbers. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these are used. It's just like put in a couple numbers and it'll do what you want. So the first number is for the system. The system I want is door, so that's 1. The other systems are 2 is life support, 3 is weapons, 4 is shields. So now we have a 1 up there, as you'll notice. Also, if you decide to download the advanced duplicator file, your Destiny console will not work the same way because it's normally a toggle button, so you press it, you have to press it again to get rid of it, which is frustrating, but it's not like there's not really a way around it unless you want to go manually change it, like I did. So 1, and then we want to lock this door, and if you check down here it says that's 1, that means its index in this whole thing is 1. So now I'll press 1 again, and now you see we have 2 ones. Also, there's the screen here, which we can change to see either one, but I like this one when I'm entering commands. So 1, 1, and then lock is 4. Open is 1, or no, actually it's 3, because it closes 0, which is A. You can use an A to input a 0, and then open is 1. Lock is 2, and then unlock is 3. So I press 2, and then to confirm the command you press B, and now it has locked it. If I try to open it, I cannot open it. Using 3, so 1, 1, 3, I can unlock it. Oh, by the way, this button clears it, as you may have noticed. So now this is unlocked, and I can open it again. However, I'm also going to show you that the lights do in fact work, so 1, 1, 1, open, clear, and they work, and the light is on. I'm thinking about fixes for that, but I'll get to that later. So right now we don't have very much energy, so I'm going to wait a little bit. We have 2 radios. One of them is for IDCs, which is a Stargate thing, which pretty much lets you know when to turn on or off the Stargate shield, which I'll also show you once we have more energy. And then there's one for IFF, which is identification friend or foe, which there's also other codes, so the person inside of here knows when to turn off the weapons, so if there's a friendly spaceship approaching, we can, you know, not shoot them, which I'm sure they would appreciate. And that's, well, you know, that's it, quote, quote, for this one, for this section of this thing. Now, okay, hello, welcome back. I'm about to show you the weapons and the shields. So as for the weapons, there are 3 of these cannons on top. They look really messed up right now, but, as you can see, they still work, so whatever. In addition, you can control them with these chairs. If you just sit in it, point your cursor at something, and click, it shoots. That works for all 3. And then on the bottom, there are 2 of these. They're slightly larger, and a little bit more powerful, but there's only 2 of them. There's no real reason to have these on the bottom and those on the top. It's just for fun, or whatever. So, and there's no chairs down here, you might notice, but that's because I think it'd be a little bit awkward to have a chair upside down. I don't know. I didn't really want to put chairs down here. I think it looked too bad. This already is kind of stretching the aesthetics as it is. I mean, not just that these cans look messed up, but look, I can fix them. Not just that the cans look messed up. I mean just that these chairs are here at all. And then there's one shield here, and this shield covers to about there and the rest of the ship. And then there's a shield specifically for the command center, which covers pretty much the command center and a little sliver of that. So, first I'm going to show you the weapons. I'm going to make sure they're off first so I can show all the stuff. Oops, that was totally not the right command. Now that should be off. Now, so pretty much there's a target up there that targets them and tells them where to point. And it is not on right now. Excellent. I'm going to make sure the target finder actually has a target. Indeed. So now, to turn them on, I have to do 3, 1, 1. That's because this is on the basic, like, generic controller system, which is, you need a type, an index, and a status. So the type is 3, the index is 1, and the status is 1. And now, it will slowly begin to aim at the target. Also, I'm going to pull out a tool so I can tell how much health it has left. Tool. So there, it is now bombarding this target, and it will continue to do so until it is destroyed. However, if you move this thing above, then instead of using trying to use the bottom cannons, it will use the top cannons to shoot at it. Indeed, it is. Nope. So I'm going to go look over here, and run over here, and I'm going to go use one of these turrets to shoot at it myself. As you'll notice, you may or may not see this, but the targeting is not 100% accurate. That's because the chair is a little bit above the actual weapon, and therefore what's forwards for the chair is not exactly forwards for the chair, or for the weapon. So not 100% perfect, but it's pretty close. And that is the extent of the weapon systems. Also, you can just as easily dismantle it by using 310. And I do not have it on target players right now, but I did once just to mess around, and it was pretty effective. It doesn't aim ahead of the target. Like if the target's moving, it doesn't like anticipate where it's going to be and shoot it. But it still hit me a couple of times. Well, actually hit me every time, but that's not really the point. I'm going to turn off the weapons now, just so anything that spawned outside doesn't accidentally get blown up. There we go, and nothing. Okay. Also, these weapons don't drain very much energy, certainly not more than the fusion reactor can produce. The only way I found to drain more energy than the fusion reactor can produce is by using all of these generators, turning on both of the shields, and then firing weapons, and that drains it pretty quick, actually. Both of the shields by themselves, I think they drain a little bit. If you turn the generators off, I hardly think they do anything. So, you know, fusion generators, woohoo. Now shields. So there are 3 shields, as a matter of fact. But one of them's not actually like protecting the ship. So one of them is 4 for shields, 1 index, status 1, and that is it. It is in front of the Stargate. It is a Stargate shield. Now the reason for this is because if somebody were to try and dial, which I'm not going to do, I could technically dial somewhere, but that would take too much power, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, if somebody were to try to run through there, they would be instantly squashed by that. Actually, I can show you that right now. Where's the spawn platform? There it is. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is Stargate only lets you use 1 of each letter, so I was gonna type station, but you know, one is that too many letters. Luckily, doesn't really matter because it cut out the second T. So, also dialing to this Stargate up there takes a crap load of energy. Well, would if I had the needs energy thing on. Luckily, I don't. And you'll notice I was instantly smashed. That's because the Stargate shield is on up there, and therefore it will not let anything through. Or if I'm going to turn it off now, not that I technically have to, but I just will. So 4, and then 1, because it's by default a 0, so I don't actually have to enter a 0 using A, but I can. And now it is off. Stargate is not off. I'll turn that off manually, but there it is. It's off now, and now there's another shield which protects this little section we're in, and then there's another shield that protects over yonder, which I'll turn on. And it doesn't turn on unless there's something like actually actively contacting with it, but it will stop you from no clipping in and everything. It's not completely effective with the no clip, but more or less. Okay, and finally there is this last shield above me, which I will now turn on. Should be on. Come on. Turn on. Okay, let's try turning it off first. Off. Okay, that sounded promising. Okay. Okay, I can do it manually, it just does not like to do it otherwise. Huh, whoops. Just not running to the shield. Okay, the reason why this shield, which by the way I can change the dimensions of, does not protect the entire thing is because it does not let things shoot out of it. Whereas if I turn on this one, yeah, by the way, they're also on hotkeys if I want to use the hotkeys rather than keep pressing. And they're running in here and pressing all these buttons. Yeah, even though it says it's like shooting out of the when targeted this. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, even though it says that it's yeah, even though there's like all these flashes here, it's still shooting out of it. Whereas the other one, it did not. And that was not good because it would not. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. Anyway, because it would destroy the turrets because when the shots hit the shield, there's a little bit of splash damage. So that was unfortunate because I don't really want my cannons to be destroyed whenever they're shooting at something. And I have the shields up. And not having the shields up really is not a very good option because this thing protects a huge. Yeah, there's only a couple of areas over here, and then over here, you'll notice that these two overlap enough to protect everything but this tiny little corner. Unfortunately, as they overlap, it makes these loud clanging noises because the shields interact with each other. Look, it doesn't actually weaken the shields, but it does. Well, it does lag the game a little bit. It wouldn't be bad if I didn't have fraps on, but I do. Anyway, that's it for the serious part of this video. Now I'm going to try and destroy the space station with one of these ships. I don't know which one. So if you came here to actually say something important, you're done now. Now, I have to enable the weapon first. Also, I'm going to launch everything from under there, because that way I will not be killed while I'm trying to launch my spaceships. Okay, first, weapons on. Now, this shield on. Should be on. I think the issue is actually that I've been doing it manually so much. Yeah, alright. So now that one's on. Now I'm going to go under here. Oh, actually I have to go make the target finder target players first. What was it shooting at? Okay, and that's how I'm gonna start like bombarding the top of this thing. What the heck is it shooting at? Well, now it's shooting at me. I don't know what it was shooting at. Yeah. What the heck? What is it even targeting? God. I forgot to look at that in the wire things, because... Maybe that will get rid of it? Don't know. Yeah, if I get close enough to it, it won't target me, so that's good. Okay, now when I get out of this thing, it should be shooting at me. Under here, of course, but... No, what? It was working 2 seconds ago. Actually, I think it might have something to do with this thing might create like a prop or something when it's destroyed, or something? I don't know. I'm pretty sure once I start flying around though, it'll start shooting at me, so that's good. If I want to be shot at. I'm in the cockpit. Sit in the cockpit, which is lagging extremely. Oh, because the wing's inside a wall. That makes sense. Switching to missiles. Ooh, I think it's pretty sure it's shooting at me now. Because I seem to be, you know, being shot at. Oh shoot. What just happened? Oh, the ship just blew up. Huh. Okay. Yeah, because I just ran into the shield. I have to make sure that's on, because it didn't look like it was on before. Yeah, it's on, for sure. Oh, what else can I use? Looks good. Not into the wall, though. I have a lot of lag right now. I'm not exactly sure why. That's better. I mean, marginally better, but still better. Yeah, if you do watch a lot of Stargate, you'll probably recognize all these ships. If you don't, you should, because it's great and good and good and stuff. Yeah, also it's kind of going to be an issue with the shield up to destroy it. Actually, if I just kind of go here, this is going to be really cheap, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. That'd be too cheap. Yeah, also dodging the cans on top is, as you probably imagine, a little bit more difficult because they shoot more frequently, so more things to dodge is usually harder. Actually, I wonder if this thing actually works. I mean, let's find out, but no, I don't. I think it has to be an NPC or player, so that's not gonna. Oops. How do I stop that? I don't even know how to stop it. Whatever. It's not like it really matters that much. Whoops. Yeah, if I hit that, this thing's gonna be destroyed, so do not want to hit it. Yeah, the reason why I'm using one of these spaceships and not my own, because I'm incapable of making a spaceship on my own. Yeah, that's pretty much actually it. I mean, I've been trying, but it's not working very well. Okay, here's my next attempt. This one is actually a little bit more promising because it has its own shield, which I will show you as soon as it turns on. There it is. Which also, nicely enough, it forms to the thing as those drive pods, as they're called, come out. It also has a couple weapons on it. Actually, there's 6 to be exact, but they recharge. I don't like to mess with these because I think they only recharge twice or something like that. So I may or may not be able to actually, shoot them twice because of the fact that. Oh crap! Yeah, that's not good for the shields or me. Yeah, I think 2 hits by those things and the shield's gone. Maybe that's the bottom ones, I'm not exactly sure, but it's not a whole heck of a lot. Hello? Up here. Shooting! Yes, you are shooting him. Okay. And somehow I'm still alive. Not exactly sure how that worked out, but it did. Also, this thing, made to fit through the gate. It does. Just barely. If you are like the best pilot in the world, you could do it while you're going at speed. Personally, I have to go up, move to the side, move to the side, move to the side, move down, move up, and then I can maybe get. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the shield because it's way too hard with it on, which is good and everything, but. Dang it, because I can't go in straight, because if I go in straight then it destroys me. I'm gonna use this one again, but nah, too hard. Which is, an awesome thing, of course, but this one is pretty much the exact same thing, it's just in a different shape, which is unfortunately hard to launch. And just killed me. Awesome. I think the best one is actually this thing, which also comes with its own shield, which I will now turn on. Alright, shield is at 100%. Also, I like this one because it actually tells you shield strength. which is, you know, extremely low after being hit just once. I want to shoot again. Oh, the hull's probably way too damaged to shoot again. Yeah, that's extremely hard to beat that thing in a fight, so I'm just not even going to bother trying. Yeah, you'll notice nothing is destroyed, so excellent work. And I'm going to turn it off now. Whoops, that's 4. I need a 3, and then a 1. And now I can roam again freely outside of the ship. Anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye.